So how did you characterize that? It wasn't a conditional in your mind because may kinausap na?
Even with or without, sir, it's still considered a threat as long as the
I
person...
have no doubt there. I'm just asking, is it a conditional threat?
Based on our affidavit, sir, I believe it's conditional, which...
Based on your affidavit?
Affidavit.
But your initial assessment, yung personal mo as an investigator, this is an investigation of the whole NBI, but yung personal mo?
The threat is absolute, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Magandang hapon, Mr. Witness.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Medyo mahaba na yung pag-upo mo dyan, but allow me a few questions. No? Yung circumstance lang, so paano nagsimula yung investigasyon na na-involve ka? Were you from the start o hindi? At written instructions ba to? O sinabi, oy, may investigasyon tayo? Just konting clarity, paano na-umpisa yung specific investigation? And was it based on the November 3 video? Tama ba?
November 23, Your Honor.
Okay.
It all started, I received a phone call, sir, from my executive officer that there is a video wherein there is a statement given by the Vice President, which is classified as threat, and I was tasked and assigned to investigate the case, sir.
Okay. So basically, ganun yung pagkasabi, na I'm tasking you to look at the video, investigate.
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you working alone or with a group?
With a group, Your Honor.
NBI group?
Yes, Your Honor.
And was this, is there an interagency also or just purely NBI?
Don't have personal knowledge. Maybe our chief, sir, has the
Okay.
knowledge on that, sir.
Yes. No, that's all I asked for naman, yung personal knowledge.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, pakiulit mo yung sinabing, how exactly sinabi sa'yo na, tignan mo yung video, imbestigahan mo, or may statement? So,
to be specific, sir, as far as I remember, may statement si Vice President regarding the November 23 press conference na kung saan may pagbabanta na naganap,
Okay.
pakiimbestigahan.
pakiimbestigahan. So, ganun ka-general.
Yes
May
po.
pagbabantang naganap, pakiimbestigahan.
Yes po.
And you proceeded by watching the video.
Yes, Your Honor.
And when you watched the video, you got to the part na may pagbabanta.
No, Your Honor, I first don't know which part of that.
So, you watched the whole video, of course.
First, the clippings, Your Honor.
Okay.
Then, I look for the whole video, Your Honor.
Then you watched the whole video.
Yes, Your Honor.
And thank you for your honesty. So after the clipping, tapos the whole video, what did you do next? You reported or you made your recommendations? I don't understand the process lang kasi.
Upon identifying the whole video, I informed my executive officer that I identified the video, Your Honor.
And then yung sinabi mo yesterday, then you started looking for patterns. That's why you looked at yung dating mga video ni Vice President.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you started investigating the threat against the President, the First Lady, and the former Speaker of the House.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you investigate the threat against the Vice President?
We tried, Your Honor.
How did you try?
It is included in our letter to the Vice President, Your Honor. That's why we were inviting her to proceed to our office to investigate the threats to her life, Your Honor.
How about the vlogger who asked her about Oplan or whatever they call that Romanov? Did you invite them?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did they testify?
The Princess Maui did not appear, Your Honor.
Did not appear. Did you also look for previous videos that are threatening to the Vice President?
We look on the Romanov part, Your Honor.
Okay.
But we identify a different person who first mentioned the Romanov, Your Honor.
Did you coordinate with the PSG?
I have no personal knowledge, Your Honor.
You yourself?
Yes, Your Honor. Maybe our chief, Your Honor.
Yeah. But you are aware that the primary responsibility of protecting both the President and the Vice President is the PSG?
Yes, Your Honor.
So isn't it fair to say that any investigation against a threat to the first family, the President or the Vice President, you would normally ask the PSG if they received any threat?
I have no personal knowledge, Your Honor.
No, I'm asking, hindi ba normal sa investigation kung sino yung primary agency na taga-protekta na lumalaban dun sa threat ay tatanungin natin?
Yes, Your Honor.
So bakit hindi tinanong ng NBI ang PSG? Or in your case, why didn't you ask the PSG?
Maybe it can be answered by Chief, Your Honor.
No, I'm not. I will ask your chief also. I'm asking you, when they said, look at this, you looked at other videos, you tried to get Princess Maui, you tried to get the Vice President, but you didn't contact the PSG for the First Lady, for the President, and for all you know, the PSG will tell you right there and there, the threat is real, or the PSG will say, politika lang yan. Diba? Both the Vice President and the President are protected by the PSG. So why wasn't, so nakalimutan lang or wala sa procedure nyo, or...
Your Honor, there is already a statement from the National Security Council, Your Honor, that it is an active threat, Your Honor. That's why we start investigation.
Yes, and the primary group that will know if it's an active threat is the PSG. So if this was the United States, it will be the Secret Service. So whether the FBI or the CIA, state troopers, the federal marshals, kung sino man mag-iimbestiga, parati nilang tatanungin yung Secret Service. So I'm just curious why we did not ask the PSG input.
Kindly wind up, Senator Cayetano. Senator
Okay.
Judge Cayetano.
So my last question is, how did you characterize the threat of the Vice President to the President? Given that ang exact words niya, huwag kang mag-alala, ma'am, sa security ko kasi may kinausap na akong tao, sinabi ko sa kanya, kapag pinatay ako. So that would be fair to you and not vague, no? Did that phrase, kapag pinatay ako, have any bearing in your investigation?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what was that bearing or thoughts in your mind?
First of all po, dun sa statement, may nakausap na po. It already took place before pa yung mangyari yung meeting. And nung
Excuse
condition...
me. I'm not talking about yung may kinausap
Apo.
na para pumatay. Ang sinasabi ko, yung sinabi niya na pag pinatay ako.
Yes, Your Honor.
How did that affect your investigation?
There is a condition na kapag pinatay siya. But as we can see, it's only applicable if there is only two parties. The statement make a loophole wherein a third party can use that na kapag namatay si BP, ma-execute ngayon yung statement ni BP na may nakausap na siya without the participation of the one mentioned, the President, the First Lady, and the Speaker of the House, Your Honor.
That's fair. But what I'm saying is that in your reports, did you characterize it as a conditional threat? Kasi kung hindi naman siya pinatay, the logical implication is that there's no threat against the... So I'm not saying it's not illegal, immoral to contract a killer. I'm just trying to follow the logic na pag sinabi kong pakukulong kita, Mr. Witness, pag nagsinungaling ka under oath, then it's actually not a threat. It's a legal, I'm just telling you the law, di ba? Pero pag sinabi kong pag hindi ka sumunod sa akin, ano yung kita. So that's my last question lang. So how did you characterize that? It wasn't a conditional in your mind because may kinausap na?
Even with or without, sir, it's still considered a threat as long as the
I
person...
have no doubt there. I'm just asking, is it a conditional threat?
Based on our affidavit, sir, I believe it's conditional, which...
Based in your affidavit?
Affidavit.
But your initial assessment, yung personal mo as an investigator, this is an investigation of the whole NBI, but yung personal mo,
The threat is absolute, sir.
okay.